Greetings, Hive. Hope you all are doing well. It is day 44 of my 68-day challenge. I am doing the Wild Fit program as my healthy habit for this quarter, and so far so good. I've lost another pound and a bit, so I'm down to 207.6, I believe, from I think 208.8. So getting into the nitty gritty there and to the point, but overall I am happy with the results. Definitely, being active helps a lot, and it's a little bit more challenging as I'm not working as much on the weekends or Sunday and Monday. So once again, it's a matter of choice on having the scale or not having the scale. The most important part of that is not being stressed out too much about it. Once you have stress and the body feels stress, the body doesn't care where the stress is coming from. It just interprets stress as a dangerous, possible danger situation and to be prepared for. So it will activate fight or flight. So not saying that we're not going to have any stress, but it's the longer we dwell in stress, we are not hitting any fitness goal whatsoever, whether it's weight, whether it's fighting various things, ailments that is plaguing our bodies. Any form of stress is putting stress on the heart, putting stress on the rest of your body, down to the cellular core. So definitely, life is going to be life challenging. Once you solve a challenge, so there's always going to be another one, right? So it's very imperative that how we deal with stress as soon as possible and not let it develop whatsoever. It helps. So, but yeah, it's so far, yeah. So this heat's still getting to me, so I'm definitely not feeling as active as I like, and at the same time, just coming off from work, I'm sleeping tired. So sleeping tired during the morning, afternoon. So hopefully, this transition into fat burning mode doesn't take too long. I know we're getting into the second week, but yeah, hopefully, I'm not sure how long this spring mode, the spring session of the program is gonna take. I did go through the Q&A videos, and it looks like there are more than than the two. So heard about summer and fall as well in one of Eric's response to a member's question. So it basically definitely it comes to knowing where you want to be, which season you are, right? And it's interesting that we can switch or flip the switch into this different season. So as of now, we're in spring season, so it's the ability to release fat, but at the same time, you're just trying to get rid of the carbohydrates, the glucose, the glycogen that our body converts carbs from, right? So getting that out and using up the storage. Once again, there is a limit of how much glucose that our body can store, and that is definitely stored in, I believe, our muscles and I don't have my glasses on me. I am sorry. So yeah, it's definitely stored in our muscles, and any excess after our storage are full gets converted into fat. So that's the thing. We really have to watch and limit our carbs intakes, right? And there's no reading or menu screen that tells us our glucose levels are at its max. So let's reduce the carb intake, right? So once again, we can put a red flag and mark on fat, but once again we don't realize where our fat sources are coming from. It can be the very food that we're taking every day that once again gets converted to fat. And once again, there's good fats, there's bad fats. You just don't want to get into the visceral fat. That is definitely not great whatsoever for our body. We don't want to create as well inflammation in our body, stuff that our bodies, the toxins that our bodies can't process, or we're not meant to process, but they're it's cigarettes, alcohol, various things. So sometimes we don't realize a lot of our weight is not just fat. It could be inflammation, right? It can be excess carbohydrates, right? Visceral fat from not eating processed food, right? Excessive amount of refined sugar, right? So we really do have to watch what we eat, and as well as moderation as well. Always go to think, if we're gonna have a cheat day, gotta realize, okay, how much will it take for me to work this out, or how many days even, right? So even one cup of coffee, you'll know that it'll be in your system for 48 hours, so at least 2 days, right? So just keep that, a lot of these things in mind. So, and yeah, we always go through that, it's okay, I'm going to cheat this once, right? So I earned it and all this stuff. So, but yeah, to the point, today, the saying goes, life is short. And what does that truly mean? Life is short. Let's live a little, right? Let's live for the moment. Sure, all that's fine and dandy, but at the same time, is it worth shortening our lifespan, right? And not even that, even the part of where we're still living, we're living in sickness, we're living in part where just we're bedridden, we're living where we don't have the energy, the strength to keep to our very best. So truly, is it worth it, having those food choices for for the positive, we'll say positive memory with friends and families, when it's ends up being the source of putting that struggle in the near future for your friends and family. So I don't want to paint a gloom picture, but I would love to believe food is medicine, and having the right food, especially food that is not been stripped away of nutritional value, will definitely help us go a long way in not always feeling hungry, right? Being able to eat what we want, but not always searching for food, right? And not always feeling hungry for not hungry for nutritional needs, right? And that's definitely something that should be in our possible control, because we live in a part of the world that food is food choices is accessible to us. We're not hunting or gathering food. We're not gathering for berries or nuts. A lot of those are already pre-packaged in a bag or in a can, right? For us, and even that, that's not a natural form of eating. Like, especially you're taking almonds out of a shell. It takes time to do that. And imagine we're just having instead of having one piece every 1 to 5 minutes, we're having a handful of that in one session. So yeah, it just goes to think on gotta think way back, and what would, if we were meant to hunt and gather for our food, how would that eating process look like, right? So, but yeah, I'm happy, I'm ecstatic that I'm on track. Definitely I have a lot of pimples that come up around my head, and sometimes on my face, and it's starting to clear up as well. So I don't see, besides the existing ones, I guess the one that's here and here, and I had this little cyst that's around here. So far, no new ones have popped up, right? And some of the existing ones are starting to shrink. So it's a good start. And oh man, I just it's like all of us, wanting our Amazon package yesterday. I just want to get to like day 90, and I think week 11, I'm just starting week 7. They're going to start talking about fasting. So I've done fasting for a year or so during the pandemic, and it was doing 16/8 at one point. But I'm interested in seeing what that will look like, and what information they have regarding that, and I think once again, fasting is kind of a regular thing back in our ancestry days, because you may go to long periods without hunting for food for that day, all right, and so. Imagine us who are just doing intermittent fasting for 16/8, right, or more, right? That I think the most I've ever done was a 24-hour fast, so, or just shy of a 24-hour fast. I've never done like any 2 days, 3-day fast, so yeah, it'd be interesting, and especially with my state in diabetes, who knows if I can do one. I did do a check of my my glucose levels, so I'm pretty low at 3.8, and once again, it's because we have reduced carbohydrates to null. So I'm not sure if I have still storages in me to burn off, but I'm hopefully excited once all the glycogen is out of my system, and I'm not eating any sweet tasting food. So hopefully the glucose are very minimal. Once again, this stuff can be on any food, right? So try our very best to make our own food from home, but obviously we need to do groceries, so you just try your best to read the ingredients as best as you can. But yeah, hopefully everyone's doing well on their 68-day challenge. I'm definitely once again excited on my progress. There's no daily thing to just stay the course, which is important. Just stay the course, trust the system, just experience for it, and then just pass judgment after the program's done. So, but yeah, hopefully all of you have picked a habit that you guys want to create for yourself. Add to your lifestyle or change part of your lifestyle. And once again, we'll be doing this every 3 months. So next one will be October. So if anyone wants to do this Wild Fit program with me again, I'm willing to run it again. But for myself, I will also be doing another program called 10X. So I definitely want to scale up the exercise portion of for my health, right? So I don't know. I was in the shower, and I'm just, my mind's thinking of let's see if we can do running again. So we'll see. And just try and listen to that gut feeling, and once again, our bodies will tell us what it needs, and it's really up to us to truly listen to it and give it what it wants. Alright, I wish you all the very best, and have a wonderful evening, and I'll catch you again tomorrow. Take care.